GoldenEye 007 has been released for the Xbox Series S/X and Xbox One as part of Rare Replay, and it's been released for the Nintendo Switch if you have the expansion to the online. And Houston, we have a nostalgia problem we have to address. Let's get into it. The day was Monday, August 25th, 1997. GoldenEye was released for the Nintendo 64. I had this pre-ordered at Electronics Boutique. Now it was a GameStop because they changed it in the United States. They sold out or closed, or I don't know. But it was Electronics Boutique. I had it pre-ordered, and I was hyped because I saw all the different articles and magazines. I might have had an N64 VHS tape they sent me, and there were certain games when the N64 came out the first year or two that they hyped up. It was Star Wars, Mario, Pilot Wings, GoldenEye. You know, that was some of the titles, and GoldenEye was a big one for them. And it wasn't expected to do as well as it did, but it sold 8 million units, and who doesn't remember if you had an N64 and you had this, you were playing 4 players with your friends, and it was one of the first-person shooters, or many of us, the very first-person shooter that we played. And I would say probably guilty. I think I may have played something on the PC first, but this was the first one that made you remember. It made you want to play those types of games. So GoldenEye 007 has a huge following and a huge bunch of people that are between the ages of 35 and 45 that have nostalgia and want to play this game, right? And, you know, back in the day, we just pop it in our console. This isn't my original console. I had a black one originally, but pop it in your console, connect the 4 controllers, and away you went. And you didn't realize the controls were clunky because this was something new. But here's what happened for me. You know, when you go to you have that restaurant that closed when you were a kid, and you miss it. You're like, oh, I really want that sandwich or whatever it was. Like for me, Rack's roast beef, we had those all over Indiana. And then they closed, right? And so I'm driving through to Pittsburgh or something, and they have them in West Virginia. And I have this Rack's roast beef. I'm looking forward to it. And I taste it, and I go, man, I was so wrong. I remember this being so delicious, but this is mid. Or it sucks. And I think that's what people are going to find this weekend when they're playing GoldenEye 007. Because the controls are wonky, and they just don't, it doesn't feel like a modern day shooter. If you played a modern day shooter and you go to play this like GoldenEye, you'll realize that this belongs in the history books, and maybe it deserves to be released for that historical purpose, but that nostalgia that you have for it is not going to equal the gameplay you get out of it. You are going to be disappointed. The controls are wonky. It looks like an N64 game. You could shine that up as much as you want, make it 4K with your Xbox Series S. It doesn't matter. It's still an N64 game. Yeah, the controls are a little bit better on the Xbox because it's got 2 analog sticks, but it's still, it belongs in a museum. Okay? You shouldn't be playing this today. I played Halo CE last weekend with Sosa, one of my friends. Amazing game. Obviously, it's a remake of a game that was like 4 or 5 years after GoldenEye. It holds up. I even think it holds up when you revert it to the old graphics. And I don't have nostalgia for the game at all because I didn't play Halo until like a week or 2 ago. That's the first time I played Halo. I know you're going to think I'm full of it because I owned Xboxes. I just wasn't into it. I wasn't into first-person shooters. The only first-person shooter like I played for the longest time was GoldenEye, and I did enjoy it. But now I'm playing it again, and I don't enjoy it, and I don't want to continue playing it right now. I'm going to keep trying it because I have that nostalgia, but I just don't think it's held up at all. And I'm sad. I'm sad for people because I think they're hyped up for this. There's a reason why they didn't invest and put this online on the Xbox. They're like, here, it's on Rare Replay with our other museum titles that you can go play. And you may have a fun time playing them, and you love the nostalgia, and it's fun to go back there and look at it. But is it a top-tier game by today's standards? No. Should you be playing this all day long? Probably not. Go find something new that you haven't played before, and play that instead. That's my recommendation. Play for a little while, have your quick memories, realize that it didn't age well, that it was for a great movie, a great actor. I love Pierce Brosnan. GoldenEye's probably my favorite Bond movie. Pierce Brosnan's my favorite Bond actor. And I have fond memories of picking this game up at Electronics Boutique, having it on day one, and I have fond memories of N64. But this game doesn't hold up, and it's frustrating to play. Now, you may disagree with me. Feel free to disagree with me down below. You can tell me how much fun you're having playing it. I don't care. For me, it didn't age well, and I'm glad they re-released it. I'm glad people could revisit it. It is a piece of history. It's an important piece of history, because you wouldn't have Halo if it wasn't for GoldenEye, if it wasn't for Perfect Dark, whatever, you know? But I just revisit it for a little bit. Don't take it too seriously, because it didn't age well. That's it. That's all I got. I was gonna play it live, and I started playing it, and I go, no, I can't live stream this right now. It's the controls are hard, and I just nah. You know, if you asked me back in the day, I probably would have said this is a 10 out of 10 game, and nowadays, you know, it doesn't do that. But you got to rate it for 1997, and you got to put it back in 1997 where it belongs, and let's keep moving forward. Go play Halo. Go play Doom. Go play Redfall. That looks pretty sweet. That's coming out soon. Get modern. And that's hard coming from a channel that's basically based off nostalgia, right? But that's my challenge for this year. Get modern. And if there's any more motivation, there's no more motivation than this game right here. Enjoy it. Have your fun weekend. Have your fun memories. But do yourself a favor. Move forward. Move forward from GoldenEye. Leave it in the past where it belongs. Or if you want to bring it back, redo the whole game. Redo the whole game to modern standards. You know, I know they tried that a few times, but now that you have Xbox willing to work with Nintendo, and you have a team that say, okay, we're going to make this the exact same, but we're going to make it with more modern controls. We're going to make it prettier. We're going to, you know, do that. That may work. But re-releasing it as is a museum piece. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Please, if you liked the video, please like it. If you didn't like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Whatever, I don't care. And obviously let me know your experiences. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. See you next time.